Spin me around and around, turn me upside down. Spin me around and around, let me feel. Spin me again and again, till I'm upside down.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Claire. I'm a mum of 4. I have a teenage son and I have a 3-year-old little girl, a 2-year-old little girl and a 6-month-old baby. So, as you can imagine, my house gets very untidy, very cluttered, very, you can imagine, it just gets all kinds of messy very quickly, multiple times a day. So, these are the things that I do to make my home like as clutter free as possible. I don't like clutter, I don't like things lying around, I don't like things with having 4 children, especially 3 young ones, there's lots of toys, lots of books, lots of clothes, so having anything else extra on top of that just makes my life so much more harder to keep on top of things. So these are the things that I do to try and keep my house clutter free as much as I can. So let's just hop straight into it. First up, everything should have its place. Everything in your home should have its own home. Basically that means if you have toys, then you know that there's certain toys going to this box, or where your towels go, your towels live in a certain place in your home. Everywhere should have its place, so it just makes your life easier. So when you're tidying up, everyone knows in the house where things go, where things live. So for example, my teenage son is quite famous for this. Come home, open the front door, takes his shoes, his jacket, his school bag off, and he just leaves it all lying there at the front door. Drives me insane. Right next to the front door I have like 2 storage boxes and it's for shoes. So this is what I've been trying to teach my family. Again, I've been trying to teach children for a long time, but that is where everyone should come in and automatically take our shoes off and put our jackets and coats and bags into the cupboard, because I've got 2 hooks in there as well. And basically that is just a habit that I try to reinforce into my family, into my children. Not gonna get me wrong, we don't always stick to it, obviously. It's hard work, especially we live in a small house, so we don't always get it done, but that is something that I really do try and teach them. And obviously now it's quite good because the 2 younger ones are now from anywhere and they automatically their shoes and jacket off at the door, and they're not quite got the gist yet to putting them in the boxes, but they now know that that's what they do as soon as they come in the house, because I really do think that everywhere should have its place, and yeah, just makes your life so much easier. The next thing is, I am really big on this. I really try to keep all my surfaces clear. So for example, in the kitchen I have a toaster. It doesn't live on my worktops, it lives in a cupboard underneath. At one point I did actually have my kettle away and my air fryer, but it just kind of got quite annoying. But yeah, I do like the look of that, like literally nothing out. Like even if you've got like like sugar, coffee, tea bags, like those kind of storage things, I keep all of that in my cupboards out of the way. It just makes my life so much easier when everything's just put away nice and neat. And yeah, even in the kids' rooms, they don't have a lot of things on their furniture, on their units, on their drawers. I don't like anything like that out. I just think it looks so much more neater. It doesn't look as cluttery. And yeah, that is something that I really like to set out. I don't like anything out. So this is the next one, is something that I do, and I actually love doing this. I don't mind throwing things out. So at least every kind of 6 months I will go through everyone's clothes in the house, all the kids' clothes, mine, and well, Sean will do his own, and if I've not worn it in 6 months I will put it on Vinted or charity shop or bin it if it's obviously seen its day. But yeah, I really am big on this, and I've realised that I don't ever miss anything that I give away. I don't ever think about, oh my god, I wish I kept that. I never think about that, because I've not worn it in so long that I forgot I had it anyway. And if you can put it on Vinted and make yourself some money, then why not? I'm really big on that. I am such a thrower out. I throw stuff out all the time. Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't have any like sentimental attachments. Don't get me wrong, there is some sentimental things I keep of the kids, and in my ends cupboard in the hall I've got 2 big storage boxes, and it's all full of sentimental things. Kids, the baby's first baby grow, things of Jaden's when he was newborn, like stuff like that I keep. But anything that I can't either pass down to the children, if it's say Holly, pass it on to Millie, if it's like I will get rid of it, I don't even think twice about it, and it just makes my life easier when I'm putting clothes away or when I'm picking the outfits for the day. It just makes, honestly, if you want a clutter free mind, you have to have a clutter free home. Next tip is I actually keep a laundry basket in each one of our bedrooms. Well, at one point I didn't do that, and everyone's washing just piled into this one basket and it just overflowed constantly. And I would be washing things with the kids of like sets, and you would maybe only like get their trousers and not their t-shirt, and it just really got on my nerves. So I decided to put a laundry basket in each room and see what basket is the most full, and I will do that washing for the day. And yeah, it's a total game changer. Like, I would totally recommend that if you feel like you're never getting on top of your washing, if you feel like it's just never ending, if you can't find things and you never get to the bottom of your basket. Trust me, put a basket in each bedroom. It just makes such a difference, and everyone seems to, and you don't lose as much things either. So yeah. So the next one is something that I do every single day of my life, and it just sets me on the straight path for the day, gets me motivated, gets me up and getting organised. Is I wake up and the first thing I do is open my curtains, and I always make my beds. That's the first thing I do in the morning. So as the days go on, I will go in and do the girls' beds, but that is the first thing, because if you walk into a bedroom and the bed is not done, it just automatically looks 10 times worse than it actually already is. The number one tip for me, if you want to have a nice clean and organised looking home, even if maybe under the surface it's not that tidy, as soon as you get out of bed, make the bed. The next thing is, this is something that I do try and do, but again it's not always easy, is I try and clean up and tidy up as I go. So after lunch, after breakfast lunch, I will always try and do the dishes and clean the surfaces, and then once the kids have kind of finished playing with like certain toys, I will always try and put them away, and then we'll obviously go into another toy. But I definitely do try and clean as I go, because for me personally, if I left it all to the end of the night, it would just be far too much and I would be far too tired to do it. So for me, it works for me to just do it as I go along throughout the day. And yeah, it just makes your life easier. Trust me, it really makes your life easier, especially when you don't have that whole house like an absolute riot at the end of the evening. Like, you can just go in and just kind of do your bits and bobs that you have to do before you go to bed. And yeah, and that's what takes me on to my next tip, is have a nighttime routine. Like, have a nighttime cleaning routine. It honestly is the best thing. You just make sure like you get your dishes done, clean the surfaces, hoover, pick up any toys, any like wet towels after bath time, anything like that, because it's really good for your brain when you wake up in the morning and your house is tidy to start your day off. It's just sets you right for the rest of the day, I think. So even 10-15 minutes each night, just when the kids go to sleep, or even when the kids are having a bath, if dad's giving them a bath or whoever, just make sure that, make that time 10 minutes, even to put a 10-minute timer on YouTube, or 15 minutes, whatever, and just go as fast as you can, and just so that you wake up in the morning and you don't have anything left over from the night before. Because for me, nothing worse when you wake up in the morning and you've got a sink full of last night's dishes. Pet hate of mine, I absolutely hate it. And yeah, that is really, I would say that that's me come to the end of all my tips and tricks on how to keep a clean and tidy, clutter-free home, which is not something that I always have, but it is something that I always strive to have, because a tidy house, for me, it really is a tidy mind. Like, a clean home gives me peace. I feel anxious and horrible if my house are so messy and untidy. I hate the feeling. So that is why I really do try and stick to it and stay on top of it. And it definitely helps when you have a family and everyone pitches in and everyone helps. Even if you want to start up your own little cleaning routine, some people can have certain chores and you can have your own chores, and you can have your own things that you do. Because obviously between me and Sean, there's certain things that he does and certain things that I do, and it just makes your life that little bit more easier. Because let's be honest, when you have kids, young kids, routine is key. So I really do hope that you enjoyed this one, and I really hope that I've helped someone, you know, just a little trick or just a little tip along the way. I really hope that I can have helped in some sort of way. And yeah, thank you if you've subscribed already, and if you haven't, just hit that subscribe button. That would mean so much to me. And yeah, I will see you all in my next one. Bye!
Hold me, tell me I'm